Well, howdy, hey, welcome back to the Pacific Northwest Gold Rushers. I'm Jeff, amateur prospector, and this is Gold Rush 24. Well, first time ever actually going on a claim. So I decided to bring my buddy Ken, and right now we brought the Beast. And what we're going to do is we're trying to get water flow and everything set up for the Beast. And then we're going to go at it and feed it and hopefully find a nug. Looks promising though, huh, Ken? Ken's already, he's drooling. Ken's like, we're standing on gold! Let's get to work. Gold Rush 24. Righty, hey, alrighty. Well, we're still trying to get the Beast set up. We've threw a lot of rocks. We're trying to divert the water around. And we got a little bit, but we're going to need a little more. But we're down into what looks like good gravels. So I figure while he's playing around with that right now, I'll do a quick test pan. Hopefully there's a nug. Let's find out. Back in a bit. Well, howdy, hey, alrighty. I forgot to film the test pan, but it had 6 small little flakes in it. But it took about an hour to get that keen set up because we had to kind of build a dam and get the water flow right. So we're good for the whole day with that thing, with both of us. So we're rolling boulders and moving dirt, and basically we're hoping to. We won't even know if we have great gold until we get it done, but I'm sure we'll do a test pan here or there. Feels good. Boy, it gained about 10 degrees with that sun. That's good. So we're going to get back to work, and we'll catch up later. Back in a bit. Gold Rush 24. Howdy, hey. Just an update. So we've been rolling some more rock and did a couple more test pans. And we got the keen with the glass fryer and everything on there. It's running great now. The only bad thing is we can't check it because we're afraid we're going to move it. But we've been picking and prying boulders, and we're basically just, this is a little kind of a dip area, so we both need to get something to eat. So I had to eat me a sandwich. So I'm going to finish my little break here, then I got to get down there and get back to work. It is different though. Like I said, you don't even know if you're getting anything. We do test pans every once in a while, but you can see like where he's standing, the water's all clay-like, so we got down to like a clay layer. So we're hoping. I better get back to it. Back in a bit. Gold Rush 24. Howdy, hey, alright, well, we've been doing a lot of panning and running in a bunch of different material, but you can see we moved a lot of rock and a lot of dirt, but our pans really weren't showing any sizable flakes or anything, but we weren't going to move this for the whole day until I went to take a break, and then Ken couldn't stand it anymore. But, not there, my friends. That's a nug, some littler nugs, but this whole top indicator here, just full micro gold. Those are just indicator mats. That's not the moss.
My goddamn boot's already leaking. It's brand new. I can feel water coming up.
Oh, that was the scissors I used in the truck. Don't you wash that gold out? Do you want to do a full clean out?
I don't think we need to. You know, it's not going to go.
As long as you're sure we're not going to lose anything.
No, I don't think we're going to lose nothing. You know
okay.
What I mean?
But that's pretty, Ken. That's pretty.
I
I call dibs on the nug.
I believe it's all clean out would be a waste of time. You know what I mean?
Well, it's never a waste of time.
Well,
It's just. So the good news is our backs are a little sore. We've gone down quite a bit. We pulled all those boulders and rocks, and we've done probably about 15 test pans. But what we're running into is different material. So we got these huge rocks, and we're trying to get between them and here. And we're probably going to try to pry that one out too. But we got this rusty material, which I always like, that actually came all the way down into here. You can see how it's stained here. So we've been cleaning that out, just working our way. When we built our dam, unfortunately the water rose and flooded our hole, so we're kind of digging blind too. But when you do have water like this, just to let you guys know, a good way to wash these rocks off is just, you can actually just wash them right off, and then you just have bare rocks. So next time Ken goes to the bathroom, I'm going to do a quick clean out on that, snuffer it up and hide it. I hope we can get that running again though, Ken. I'm going to leave that on him. Does that perk you up a little bit, seeing that gold?
Well,
Makes you know you're not wasting your time.
I'm pretty sure that big flake came from down here. So
I think that's the one I threw from my pan in there. That didn't come from there. That came from here. I still got 2 pans with gold in it over there. Oh, one, because you used the other one. Well, howdy, hey. Alrighty, well, just an update. So, just to let you know, Ken and I are still going. We're both hurting like a son of a gun. You can see Ken, he's barely moving now. But we've worked our way all the way into just about to the bench there. And, oh goodness, we're both pooped. But now we're like, oh, we can't stop now because we're still digging what looks to be good gravel. So we're taking more and more breaks here and there. He's probably like, Jeff ain't doing squat. He's just sitting over there talking. But he's hurting. Take a break, Ken. I'll be there in a second. So I don't know how much more we got left in us. We're kind of cleaning things up. And yeah, I'll tell you what though, that Keen with the, what's that called? Like an X59 or something like that? He can't hear me. But I saw it at the show. They're pricey, but guys, if you've got the current, man, you can move some dirt, because we were shoveling and shoveling and shoveling. We ain't got quite the flow that we wanted, but otherwise we'd have to be way out there. So, you know, we do have to play around with the rocks a little bit. But, man, you can move some dirt with that thing. If we had the right water flow, we could go as fast as a high banker easily. But we're moving enough dirt, we have to keep moving away the tailings, you know, almost so quite often. So anyway, it was funny that we weren't going to look, and then I sat over here and Ken checked it. But there's a lot of gold, a lot of small gold in there, and a really decent sized nug. So we're going to keep pushing on a little bit longer, and then we're probably going to have to call it a day. So it's first time Gold Rusher got to come to an actual claim. It's kind of a monumental moment. So we'll be back in a bit. Gold Rush 24. Well, howdy, hey, all right. We are done. We dug for about 5 hours. I'll give you a closer look of what we dug. But, oh, we're both broken. Our backs are killing us. But we kept chasing a pay streak and couldn't stop.
she's walking in with rock. got it locked in.
I don't have my glasses on.
That's a yellow
That's
powder.
all gold there, isn't
There's
it?
a yellow powder stream there, I
Yeah,
believe.
that's all flour gold. Look at that. That's crazy. There's not even water in there. That's not even the sluices.
There's that piece.
That piece stayed there?
There it is. Now you know my
Look
boss.
at how powdery that gold is.
Yeah. Now you know my boss really kicks ass because that piece never moved.
It was the professional setup
It
from
never
your partner.
moved, did it?
It was all about me setting up the water flow.
Yeah. Yeah.
So anyway, we're taking a small little break here. We got to clean that out.
There is gold kind of
Yeah.
pieces
We're going to
there.
see it more when, that's some pieces already showing up.
There must be some that got back here the way we busted ass.
Remember, Ken, that's just the indicator. That's the
Yeah.
sluice.
There's granite.
And that's not counting the moss.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of garnets trapped in this screen here. You know, it'd be nice to
That
see.
thing's a beast. We ran 5 hours in that thing.
And this baby.
But look at that yellow streak. I've never seen that in a sluice. I mean, there's flakes in there too. I can see them. Look at the bottom of that yellow streak, Ken. There's flakes right down there on the bottom.
Yeah, I see them.
But
I
there's
think
flakes
they're
up here.
covered up right now. Some of that too.
Yeah.
You know, there's something on
There's
there.
no giant flakes visible, but again, those will be in there. The bigger flakes. That's the one thing about this sluice. You can't even tell if you're on the gold or
It's
not.
got big garnets. They're not bad. Busted up, chippy too. They're not round.
So anyway, I'll be back in a second. Back in a bit. Gold Rush 24. Well, howdy, hey. So, we got the sluice up there. I got to get a bucket of water, but I just wanted to show, here's where we had the sluice set up. And one thing Ken always used to tell me is, when you're digging, you find these, don't want to fall, you find these red rocks. When you're down into some old stuff, you can see we have a few of them. But we were following a clay layer, so we actually started, there was no water in there when we started, but we moved all those rocks, we filled up that crack up there with all those rocks, boulders, same with over here, and those, and that one, and that one, but, and that one, but that hole, we ended up following a huge rock down. It goes at a slope. Now it's over my boots. And not only that, our backs are completely wiped out. So we did notice that the material changed on us. So we decided that we're going to finish up this clay layer, which we did. We got pretty much most of it, huh? We pretty much, because he tried to keep going and then it disappeared. So we got as much as we could do. We come back here, we know we have a game plan. I won't say what it is, but I got to get some water so we can clean out this sluice. Then probably going to do a clean out. I told Ken I'll take it all home and run it all through my gold wheel or my sluices, and we'll see what we got. Back in a bit. Gold Rush 24. What do you think, Ken? Think we got a nug? Oh, wait, breaking no more rock. He literally couldn't dig for the last hour. We're sitting there and we found a crack in a rock and he's like, "We should break that open." And we're like, no, quit eyeballing it. Come on. And I'm not carrying you back to the truck. Howdy, welcome back. It's the next day. Oh, my back and my knees are so sore right now. But here's our cons from yesterday. So as always, I'm going to end up screening them down. But I went to set up my gold wheel because I had it packed away for the winter, and one of the solder came loose. So right now, because I don't have any solder or the equipment to solder, I'm trying a silicone band-aid for right now. I don't care if it leaks, but it just needs to stay still. But so I have to test that first. If that doesn't work, we're going to use probably the sawtooth mat. So while I'm waiting to see if that sets, I'm going to go ahead and classify, get some water and everything, classify this down, and then put the gravels and the bigs in here, and we'll see if we have any bigger gold. See if we got that in back in a bit. Gold Rush 24. Righty, alrighty. So I did use my kitchen type strainer device, and excuse me. And so we got our bigs, which I'm going to pan first, and then here's what's left of the cons. And I made a decision because this bar right here is what sprays down in here, and it's not setting. So I got to clean all that up later and take it to a friend I know who can solder it. So we're probably gonna take my Bigfoot sluice and switch it out with the Dream Mat to run those fine cons. I'm gonna hand pan the bigs, and I'll just use my concrete tub and everything. It's a quick setup, and yeah, this one I'm kind of really difference between anxious and nervous. I know there's some gold in there, but how much? But I'll tell you what, Ken and I moved some rock, we moved some dirt. That beast that he has, that Keen with the classifier, man, we could shove stuff through that. But we both, it's almost a 2-hour drive back, and we both were hurting. We were hurting. I went to bed early last night, I'll tell you what. So, I'm going to go ahead and start panning the bigs. Not going to do them all at once. I'm going to go ahead and get my SP15 and take my time at it because I don't want to miss a single nug. Back in a bit. Well, howdy, hey. Alrighty. I got all the bigs panned back. As you can see, it's pouring down rain. I'm glad I went yesterday, but it makes it kind of dark under this carport, so my light kind of set up. So I got mostly lead. I got a lead split shot and 3 wood, but right there, that's a nug. Alright, so again, I'm going to break out my my Bigfoot sluice, switch out the Dream Mat with the sawtooth so we can run that. But Kent and I got a nug. Alrighty, back in a bit. Gold Rush 24. Howdy, eh? Alrighty, well, I got my sawtooth mat in there. I haven't tested the pitch yet, so just to test it out, see if it's going too fast or too slow. It is feeding into my super sluice pan down there. I'm going to take this really slow, so boy, look at all that red garnet sand. Oh, there's gold right there. There's gold right there. Gold right there. Gold right there. Doggone, that'll put a smile on your face. One little tiny scoop, and I got gold showing up. I'm hoping this is a good one. Just so I can get with Ken and say, hey, we didn't break our back for nothing. Doggone, that's a nice flake there too. There's another one. There's one. No, I don't think that's gold. It might be. But what I'm going to do is when I get this one done, I'm going to do a cleanup and then I'm going to run it again, just to be safe. A little bummed about my gold wheel, but I'll get her fixed. I love that thing. But with that, you know, I can look in the cup, but here, it's kind of nice seeing the gold show up. So let me get to feeding and see what we get on our first run. Back in a bit. Gold Rush 24. Well, alrighty then. Well, I got it all in. You can see it all went into the, and I am going to run it again, but the lowest I've spotted a flake is right here, which is technically too low, but there is gold. Piece got down here. There's just really, really, really tiny gold in there, almost like a powder. And then we move up to the first indicator, and we got some nice flakes in there. So definitely going to run this a second time. I'll be honest, I was hoping for more, but again, we could have enough little baby powder to make up for it. And, you know, we dug for about 5 hours around there, so we were hoping for more and bigger flakes, but that's still cool. That's I like to see that. And that dream mat, sawtooth mat, really does catch the small stuff, I'll tell you that. Like, you can even see tiny there to a little bit bigger, but I see gold that's even smaller than that. So let me clean this out the first time, then we'll get back at it. Back in a bit. Gold Rush 24. Well, alrighty then. I got the first cleanup done. Well, mostly. Really, really, really small gold, but there are some nicer pieces in there as well. It was tricky panning because a lot of this gold is like talcum powder beach mine type gold, but it was also that red garnet sand was so heavy. So let me get you in there and take a look. Actually, I'm going to get my light here, so let's see if the light helps. So, quite honestly, I had a great time yesterday. To me, that amount of gold doesn't really, we weren't on it. We didn't hit any hot spot or anything like that. I know Ken's beast was cleaning because there's a lot of small gold in there. So anyway, we'll go ahead and leave that there for now. I'll snuff it up. So this is all the material again. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to level that dream mat out, because some of this gold is so small. So I'm going to raise up the back end and or lower the other one. You know what I mean. And decrease the slope, slow down the water a little bit. See if we can get some more of that micro dot. Good thing to do on a rainy day, though. Back in a bit. Gold Rush 24. Alrighty, well, as you can see, I slowed it down big time. There's that red garnet sand. Goodness gracious, that stuff's heavy. But right now, I don't think that is that gold. I don't think so. Maybe. Yeah, I think I was running this too hot the first cleanup. I got captured a lot, but that's why I'm going to do this again. Hard to tell with that red sand. So anyway, I'm going to get back to it. Gold Rush 24. Well, already, as you can see, I ran the second time, and I've only used that sawtooth mat a couple times, and I definitely was running too fast because there's a nice little flake right there. I look down here. I don't have my reading glasses on. That might be gold. But I see a micro dot there, and another micro dot in there. But that, whenever I'm using a new mat and I've never done beach mining, I definitely have to run this sawtooth mat a cubic more than level, and that second run even felt a lot better. I could see the dirt slowly peeling instead of going down. So I think I'm starting to figure out how to use that sawtooth. But I think that one was enough to get everything. So it's going to take a while to pan that one back again because it's small gold competing against that garnet sand. But I think we got it all. I'll show you when I'm done. Back in a bit. Howdy, already. So yes, reducing the pitch on that definitely helped. I got, there's about 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe 8 flakes, but there's a crud ton of, I can't even see them without my reading glasses. So I'm actually going to snuffer that up, and I'll do a final cleaning of it. I'll put it in a smaller pan and I'll get it completely 100% clean, and we'll see what our total for the day was. Back in a bit. Cold Rush 24. Well, alrighty, I got a snuffer dumped and pretty much clean. I got it in the smaller green pan here. But yeah, I'm not real impressed so far with the gold, but it is gold. I only say that because I know I can go to the SOC and where I teach people, and I can get more than that using the research. But it was a lot of fun hanging out with Ken. I always learn a lot. I've definitely been communicating with him about this, but I'm going to snuffer it up, get things picked up, and move on with the day. I want to thank you guys. I gained a few more subscribers. If you haven't, if you haven't subscribed, please hit the why can't I say subscribe? Please hit the subscribe button. Leave me a comment. Hit that thumbs up. Yeah. I think I was just hoping for more. Teach me to dream too big, but we always dream big. Thanks again for everything, guys. You guys have a wonderful day. Hope you found some nugs this weekend, and have a great week. Cold Rush 24.